Hello, Whozwho TV, and welcome to the next episode. Here I am with Finn from Sandbar. He's the general manager, and just want to hold up the logo. This is in Surfers Paradise. That's one of the cups that he was able to donate to the cause of this interview. So, how you doing today, mate?
I'm very well, very well. Business is good. We're busy, so great.
That's fantastic. And how are you doing with the hype around the Commonwealth Games?
Well, we've seen a little bit of maybe too much of a hype, and it seems like it's been a little bit of a scare tactic, but it's picking up. We've done a lot of work on our social media to get the locals out, to get the families, the athletes, and the sponsor and everybody, all of these people out to come into our venues, and so we can show what we do. And it seems to be working. It's picked up over the last 4 days, and we're doing very well.
Awesome. So you got athletes coming in here as well. That's cool.
We have a lot of athletes coming in because a lot of them live very close with their families and the sponsors and so on. So we have a lot of the athletes coming in.
That's fantastic. So coming in for a beer. Now you mentioned this. How many beers do you have on tap? It's extensive, isn't it? How many do you have?
Yeah. So at the moment we got 106 different beers. So we are the second largest beer venue in Queensland.
In the state of Queensland?
In the state of Queensland, yeah. So we got 20 on tap. We do a little bit of international. We try to support all our local breweries. But just to have a good mixture of all the different types of beers, because it's basically science of having all the different types of beers. And we have a fantastic bar manager who knows everything about beer. He's an absolute beer expert. And
it sounds probably like a little bit too much. I don't think we actually have time, or if you're capable of this. Do you think you can name every single beer in one sitting?
No, I wouldn't, because I am trying not to work behind the bar too much.
Okay, yep.
We have a bar manager who takes care of that. He is an expert on what he does, and he's an expert on beer as well.
I love it. You're a regional manager, but you seem like you really care about the team quite a lot. Like, you seem very confident in the team working here.
Well, I think we got a fantastic team, and, take care of your staff, and your staff will take care of their customers. I try my very best to take care of the staff, and I generally think our staff are happy. They're under pressure a lot of times, but fairly happy, yes.
Awesome. Oh, we got some people here. Good. All right. So whereabouts are we?
Sandbar is the place to be at.
Sandbar. Where is it? Where are we based at the moment? We're in the middle of Surfers Paradise, yeah?
Paradise, the Esplanade.
Yep.
This is not Sunshine Coast?
This isn't Sunshine Coast.
Oh, damn.
You need a drink, mate. You need to head into the Sandbar. Okay. All right, so just carrying that on, so you do that. You also are a restaurant, so it's not just bar. You also have some food, and you do breakfast. You've got a nice little cafe there as well. So what other services do you have?
Well, basically, I think we're an all-round venue. We do fantastic breakfast, we do fantastic lunch, we do fantastic dinner, but beside of that, we're also a fantastic event venue, because we can fit about 400 people in our venue. We don't have any limitations regarding our license. For example, we've hosted an event where we took about 100 motorcycles into the venue, inside the venue, took all our furniture out. We've had a lot of big brands that supply us a lot of alcohol taking over the venue, because we can fit that many people in here. And
how many motorbikes did you have in there?
I think we had about 100 in there, and about another 150 outside here. Yeah, so it's for a brand called Whozwho, which is actually owned by the same owners as Sandbar. They do an annual event for the motorcycle clubs, and just to have that venue of being able to host that kind of events, having the size to host weddings, pre-wedding dinners, or just if you just want to have a party with your friends. We have a beach view. We're right on the beach.
I'll do that at the end. I will show you. It is on
fantastic.
Right on the beach.
Yeah. So I don't think we have I don't think a lot of venues around here has a much better setup than we do. We've been in a little bit of a obscurity track, because people and a lot of locals thought that we were all about breakfast, because we used to do a fantastic buffet for the breakfast, but we've gone away from that. We've become a bit more upscale restaurant with quality food, quality chefs, quality beer, and trying to take it to the next level.
Perfect, great, okay. Well, it sounds great. And can you tell me a little bit more about the team? The team seemed pretty hardworking but friendly. That was always a really hard mix I found with places. Have a good atmosphere, but they're hardworking as well.
Yeah. Well, we hire staff on personality and friendliness. We can teach them the rest as long as they're fast, they're friendly and have a right personality. We got people from all over the world, Europe, Asia, America, and we have a couple of locals as well, but Australians don't really seem to want to be in hospitality at the moment. So it is a friendly environment. I think the staff are are happy and trying to be friendly. And
And the international part is good too, because I imagine they'll be bringing in their own kind of atmosphere, their own culture with them.
Absolutely. They
Well,
absolutely.
you are as well. Where are you from?
I'm from Denmark, from
Denmark.
Copenhagen in Denmark. Yeah, I've been here.
Do you
for about-
sell Danishes here?
We do, and we actually sell Danish beer as well.
No way.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Danish, from Denmark. I love
Yes,
it.
yes, yeah.
Good then.
So we have a Danish porter at the moment, which is fantastic.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, great. Well, thank you very much, Finn, for being on the show. And so where can we find you then? Whereabouts is the address for the Sandbar?
So we're at 52 The Esplanade in the middle of Surfers Paradise. Luckily, we are just outside Cavill Avenue, so we don't get that night rush of drunk teenagers. We are luckily outside of that. So,
And you know what? If you just drive along the beach side, you can see it. You will eventually see the Sandbar because it is right on the beach, isn't it?
it is. I don't think there's a lot of venues that has this view and this location, even on the Gold Coast. So we're very lucky.
Yeah, perfect. Well, thank you very much, Finn, for being on the show, and have a lovely day. Good luck with the Sandbar.
Thank you very much for having me. Cheers.
Good.